Welcome, good morning. It's Good Friday. I'm out here in our garden and the crows are kicking up quite a din, so I trust that they won't interfere. There's quite a chorus of birdsong generally, which is rather lovely, and my cat is prowling around rather crazily this morning, so he may make an appearance as we proceed. I'm also full of hay fever today, so if I come across a little blearily, that's the reason. And we were thinking earlier in the week, sorry, this is parsley here, just around my feet. Hello, Chris. There he is. He's attacking my feet as I speak to you. I was speaking earlier in the week about Dennis Potter and the interview he did with Melvyn Bragg, and one of the things that he said in that interview, that for him religion must be in the wound, in the nail, if it is anywhere, which is a striking thought and a painful one, of course, on this Good Friday when so many are suffering around the world. I'm going to read you a passage today from my book Parish. It was an especially soggy Good Friday, the sky grey as a pavement. Nevertheless, the small band of believers went ahead with their customary walk around the parish. This year, the mood was dampened, not merely by the weather, but by the fatal shooting 5 days previously of a young man named Ezra Mills on the Central Hill Estate, the huge and now doomed housing project that spreads in brutal beauty around the slopes of Gypsy Hill, southeast London. With sopping song sheets behind a rough cross, we formed our familiar quiet crocodile, halting here and there to read a scripture and arriving finally at the alley where the lad had been gunned down by 6 youths on the day after his birthday. The significance of being on the precise spot, the wooden cross, the impossible command to love our neighbour, all converged in that one bedraggled moment as we began to sing When I Survey the Wondrous Cross. A couple of windows opened as the hymn continued, guttering the mood. A pause as all stood still, then mingled down and away. This experience touched and tagged everyone present, and though we left SE19, a splinter of the scene still snags. Poignant as the brown flowers of a wayside shrine, such acts of witness tap deeply into England's Christian past. The high or standing cross was our original sign of hallowed ground and represents a unique tradition in British and Irish vernacular art. In the 7th century, as English kingdoms were converted, stone or wooden crosses became the local focus of spiritual meaning in most parts of the country, often preempting the building of a parish church. At their foot, prayers would be offered, the Eucharist celebrated, gatherings held. Unhoused, a spiritual commons predating later acts of enclosure, the standing cross mapped our places of worship, staking the claim that God was here, known or not. The cross is the church's point of orientation in space and time. We return there to get our bearing, our heading. Attractive or repulsive, it has always been magnetic. The Christian's true north, setting their course for a better place, raising inevitably parochial sights towards an eternal home. When they survey, the authors of the New Testament find in the cross not only a key and compass, but also their sense of scale, linking locality to the broad, blurring cosmos. They portray Jesus as one pulled apart in a turf war, yet simultaneously drawing together a torn universe. Such a stretching claim, far-reaching rather than far-fetched. Viewed through this theodolite lens, human locale becomes both more important and less important than we are usually given to think. At once demoted and promoted to glory. And where no memorial mossy cross stands, there we affirm Christ in our place, under the sky's slab, propped up like an impromptu signpost for the lost. God bless you as you go to ground.